Hi guys, Miss Supernova here with another Top 10 Tuesdays video. So, as I said, I was going to crank out a bunch of music-related Top 10 Tuesday videos. And the first on this list is Top 10 80s songs. All the songs that I state that I like, I'll leave links to each of the music videos, depending on if they have music videos or not. And yeah, instead of grabbing my phone and risking copyright, I'll just put the song in the description below for you guys if you want to check any of them out. Okay, so number one is Mr. Roboto by Styx. This is one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's actually the song that got me into music. I was just a little a fourth grader. I was 8 years old. If you watch a lot of my videos, a lot of my beginnings to favorite things happen when I was in fourth grade, and this is no exception. Mr. Roboto is a very strange song that I rave about all the time. I have mixed tapes and stuff that I make, and Mr. Roboto is often at the top of that list. It's always on my mixtapes and stuff, and my best friend can state that I'm obsessed with this song. There's just something very fun, and it's very 80s. A lot of the songs on this list are kind of the only songs by the musicians that I like, which is a little bit weird. But Mr. Roboto is just very upbeat, and it's kind of sad, but also not. I don't know, it's just, when you listen to it, if you haven't listened to it, you'll understand what I mean. And the music video was really cool, in my opinion. But not to take too much of your time, we'll just go on number two, which is Take On Me by a-ha. This song very rarely plays on the radio, but when it does, I let out this, I get really excited because it's one of my favorite songs of all time. And I listen to it pretty much every day when I get the chance. There's something about it that just, it's so beautiful and romantic, and when I am listening to it, I can't hit any of the notes that he can. I have to go an octave under, because naturally when I sing, I'm already an alto, and he can hit friggin' some falsetto shit that I can't. But it's just very beautiful to me. A lot of people have heard of this song. If you haven't, you can't really remember the song. If you hear the opening intro that is very 80s, you'll be oh yeah, I know this song. It's a pretty commonly played 80s song, but unfortunately when I listen to the radio, it's not always on. But I love it so much. Number three, We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. My older brother, actually, my literal older brother, if I do talk, I do have 3 actual siblings. I have an older sister, an older brother, and a younger brother, but Jake to me is also included in that family setting. But my older brother actually got me into Twisted Sister, and I do listen to a few of their songs now and then, but there's something about We're Not Gonna Take It that's so grunge rock, and the whole band itself, especially Dee Schneider, if you've seen Twisted Sister, you know what I'm talking about, with that crazy hair and that weird makeup and those outfits. The 80s was a weird time. Everyone had that kind of weird, especially guys had that really long hair. There's just something very upbeat about it, and it's just you can't tell me what to do. It's kind of one of those no, fuck you, I'm gonna live my life. And I relate to that very much, because with Regen, I got told I was never gonna go anywhere in life, and I have a book signing tomorrow, so it's just shut up kind of thing, and I really like that about this song. Number 4 is Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. If you've been rickrolled, this is that song. I actually really genuinely like this song. Before it kind of became a meme, I guess, being rickrolled and stuff, I actually really like this song. I think I have all the songs on my list on my phone, but this song is very upbeat, and I'm kind of into the cheesy 80s romance type stuff, but I just really like his voice, and he really does have some good songs. If you listen to his newer music, it's actually pretty good. And a lot of people are oh, I hate that song, but you just hate it because it's kind of a meme now. But I think that it's a really really cute romantic song, and every time I listen to it I'm like really into it, and I watch the music video every now and again, and it just makes me so happy because 80s music is my favorite music hands down. But we'll just move into number 5. You Spin Me Around by Dead or Alive. Pretty much everybody knows this song, like, you know, the whole You Spin Me Around, like a record, you know what I'm talking about when you hear that song. Rest in peace to Pete Burns, the lead singer of this band. I was really sad when I found out that he died. But this is just a very, like, upbeat, kind of creepy song. Like, it's not really, like, creepy, but it's more like I gotta be with you type thing, and it's just like, I can track your brand new number. Like, that's a little bit creepy, but I just really like this song. And every time I listen to it, like, I just really get into it. Anyone who really knows me knows that I'm very into music, especially 80s music, and, like, when I'm, like, lip syncing in my room and stuff, like, I fully get into it and make weird facial expressions, especially because, like, Pete Burns is kind of known for being that, like, in your face, like, weird guy, and I really like that about him. I like that the 80s was that time to express yourself. On number 6, Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Pretty much everyone knows this song. When I was in 7th grade, I do believe, when I was being homeschooled, and our choir was supposed to sing this song, and we did dance routines. But because I wasn't in school, like, I couldn't learn the dance routine. I was being homeschooled, but they still allowed me to sing at the concerts. And this song is very true to me, especially now, like, you know, when you're in those moments of you feel like you're in despair and, like, nothing is ever going to get better, and it's just, like, you have to live on a prayer, and, like, it's very true to me because, like, I'm very, like, I wouldn't say, like, religious, like, I'll never be like, oh, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Christian, I'm Buddhist, like, I'll never be like that, but I do have a very, what I believe, strong connection with God that I found, you know, kind of recently, that I've always kind of had there. It's just, like, now it's, like, very strong, and I'm very confident with it, but it's very true, like, you know, you're living on a prayer, and, you know, you gotta take the person's hand that you love, and you gotta run with it. And in my mind, I think I gotta grab God's hand and just kind of, like, run with him and trust him. And it's just a very, I think, meaningful song, like, no matter who you are, like, whether you're thinking I'm living on a prayer with, like, my family, or, like, a friend, or, you know, someone that you're dating or married to, or even just, like, in your personal relationship if you know, believe in God. And I really like that. It's really beautiful in my mind. Number 7, White Wedding by Billy Idol. Billy Idol terrifies me a little bit. Like, he's kind of creepy. This is another one of those, like, songs that is kind of creepy, and I don't really understand what the song means. Like, every time I listen to it, I'm like, what are you talking? Is it metaphorical? Is it literal? Like, but I just think that it's a really, like, kind of grungy song, and I really like when he does those ow things that he does. I think that it's kind of entertaining. This song plays on the radio quite a bit, and if you play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, this song often plays on the radio in that game, which is, I think, how I found it. I think that White Wedding is from Beetlejuice, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen Beetlejuice, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't come for me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I think it's a really good, like, grunge, like, kind of throaty song. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but, like, if you've heard the song, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Number 8, Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. I really like the Buggles. They're a really, good group, especially live. They're kind of, like, a little bit more 70s. Like, they kind of got popular, but, like, they were in, like, the late 70s, early 80s, really popular. I considered putting Plastic Age by the Buggles instead, because I do like that song a little bit more, but I'm kind of going back to my roots. Video Killed the Radio Star is, like, if you've heard this song, like, I think it's very true. Like, you know, how technology has changed, and I'm pretty sure that Trevor Horn, when he was, you know, I believe that he wrote this song. I believe that he wrote all the songs for them, but technology has changed, and, like, certain things you know, like, VHS was killed by, like, you know, DVD players, kind of, in an essence, and the DVD players were kind of killed by Blu-rays. Like, you know, it kind of works like that. Technology is always advancing, and I think that that song is very real, especially now. And that's kind of what Mr. Roboto is a little bit about, too, about how technology has ruined us as people. And then I think to myself, guys, it's like 30 years ago, like, don't predict the future, like, it's a little creepy. But a lot of the songs I have found that are older actually come from my mom. Like, I have to give her credit for teaching me culture, I guess is the best way to put it, because she helped me get into a lot of my favorite things, actually. And a lot of my favorite songs are because of her having a very eclectic music taste, and that's where mine comes from. And when people come for me and are like, oh, all you like is One Direction, I am just like, you're wrong. My favorite music is 80's music. Like, people and their assumptions. I'm eclectic. I like all kinds of music. Like, I listen to 80's, I listen to punk rock, I listen to pop, I listen to, like, K-pop and stuff sometimes. Sometimes Psy, hello. I mean, I listen to all kinds of music. I don't have one specific genre of music that I listen to. It's just the 80's happens to be what I listen to frequently the most, I do believe. But enough on that. Number 9, Always Something There to Remind Me by Naked Eyes. This is one of those songs that, like, I really like, but when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit depressed now. Because now I'm thinking about, like, my ex. I don't like that. This is just, like, one of those songs that it's just, the title speaks for itself. Like, there's always something there that reminds me of you. Someone that I had a relationship with and now it's gone. Whether it's because, like, they cheated, or because they just broke up with you, or things just, like, ended and now you miss them. Like, it's one of those types of songs when it's just like, well, there's always something there that reminds me of you. Like, if I go to the place that we went on our first date to, I might remember it. Which is me, because, like, I have a strong memory and, like, I connect to certain places with certain people and certain events, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm either really sad or really happy. For instance, going to the fair over the summer for my birthday. It was really fun, but now I have a bad connection with it simply because of me not being involved with a certain person in my life anymore. It's one of those things. I should make a story time about the time I went to the fair. Oh, that would be a great story time. I'm getting off tangent. Off topic, I mean. Number 10 is Never by Moving Pictures. If you've seen Footloose, you know what this song is. Basically when Kevin Bacon is in that, like, warehouse facility, I don't even really know what to call it, but when he's, you know, like, fuck this, I'm gonna dance, and then he does, and then that is the song that plays. And I love Footloose. Anyone that knows me, like, I've seen like 4 productions of Footloose in my lifetime. I love it. But I don't know, I had other songs that I thought about, like, putting in other places, because then I thought about them and I was like, oh shit, but I was like, oh, I already made my thumbnail. And I really like all of these songs. Like, I might make a part 2 because I like that much of the 80's. But yeah, that is my top 10 favorite 80's songs. If you guys want more videos like this, like, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have all kinds of content. I'm thinking we're gonna definitely keep this and Fashion Fridays. I would say go watch my new video, but by the time this is uploaded, it'll be Tuesday, and I'll have already uploaded it because today is Friday, not Tuesday. So I would say, hey, go to my book signing, but by the time you guys watch this, it'll have already happened because that's tomorrow. You can always gauge when my videos come out and that they're pre-recorded based on what I say most of the time. And I'm sorry for the awkwardness in my Fashion Fridays video. I didn't decide on Fashion Fridays until after I watched all of the videos, which I have like probably 25, 30 of them. So you guys will have like 4 months of that to look forward to. But yeah, basically just give this video a thumbs up. Go watch some of my other playlists. I have all kinds of things. I'm sure you could find something slightly entertaining to watch. And if you don't like these videos, like, sorry. And if you don't like 80's 80's music, wow, I'm illiterate. I'm sorry, like, you're missing out, but, like, you do you, you know? But subscribe to my channel. I have all kinds of content. I'm sure that you could find, you know, something of mine to not like. Boo! So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Stay funky fresh, my dudes.